Hey everyone, welcome to another Trust Me, I'm a Deacon, where today I want to talk about abstinence. Now, to be honest, when it comes to Lenten abstinence, it's easy to fall into a spiritual autopilot because we give chocolate, soda, social media, then count down the days until Easter when we can dive right back in. But Lent isn't a Catholic crash diet or some sort of temporary detox. It's an invitation to something far deeper and far better. The church calls us to observe days of fasting and abstinence, not as arbitrary rules, but as a way to unite ourselves more closely to Christ. When we willingly deny ourselves certain foods or comforts, we actually echo the sacrifice of Jesus, who gave everything for our salvation. These practices link us to centuries of faithful Christians who have followed this path of self-denial, not as some sort of punishment or penance, but as a way to grow in holiness. In a culture that's obsessed with indulgence, fasting and abstinence are countercultural acts of spiritual discipline. They remind us that our truest hunger is for God. The point of abstaining isn't simply to make ourselves a little uncomfortable, it's to clear space for God. Every time you feel that craving for a burger on Friday or reach for that dessert that you promised to avoid, see it as a little alarm bell, a reminder to turn your heart towards Christ. Instead of feeling like you're being punished and putting yourself in a negative mood, turn that moment into something positive. Maybe make it a moment to pray, to reflect, or even just offer your small sacrifice for someone in need. And here's a pro tip. Don't just focus on what you're giving up. Focus on what you're gaining. By abstaining, you gain freedom from being ruled by your appetites. You gain a clearer perspective on what truly satisfies. And most importantly, you gain the opportunity to let God fill those spaces where those small comforts once were. So this Lent, don't just survive abstinence, embrace it. Let every no to a worldly good become a resounding yes to the God who is the source of all goodness. And who knows, you might just find that when you give up a little, you start to gain what truly matters. And for those of you that aren't abstaining from the internet or social media, thanks for watching. We're hoping to expand soon into a more long-form podcast, so your support and feedback is greatly appreciated. So, until next time, may God's blessings be with you all.